So here's the steps for our Pacman-like game. I'm going to use this default custom size 800 by 600, and we'll call this Pac thing. I'm going to optimize for pixel art, and I'll click on create new game. And here's my screen. I am going to first just change my background color, and we're going to go through this step by step. So let's make that dark. I'll set up my grid or show the grid. There you go. And let's start by adding our sprites. So here's our sprite objects. I'm going to create this with Piscal. And first I'm just going to keep this simple. I am going to use my circle tool. I'm going to hold shift to make sure that is perfectly, sorry, I actually want to do that full size. There you go. And then I'll fill that in. And for our purposes, we'll just do a very simple animation. You, of course, can make this much more complex. Put an eye in there. I'll put in a mouth in there. I'll copy it. And then I'm going to slightly open that mouth by erasing it. Time. We'll do the black outline. And then I'll do one more that is much more wide open. Notice I'm changing the size of my brush. Pretty good. Again, eventually you can dress that up. And there's my simple animation. Let me hit save. And let's preview it. Loop it first. I think I'll slow it down. Preview. That looks good to me. I'll hit OK. And just call that one bytes for now. Our object name here is player. And I will hit apply. And now I can drag that in. Sorry, let me edit that. I want to make sure, sorry, that was too big. I'm going to resize this to 32 by 32. Again. Oh, I guess we didn't need to do that again. And let's preview that. There you go. We have our player. So now let's edit our behaviors. on our character. I'm going to add a behavior. And one of the built-in things is our top-down movement. And here it is. I think I'm going to speed this up with the max speed here. Acceleration, I want it to be kind of full speed all the way and then also stop right away. So let's see what that does. I'll hit apply, preview. Okay. The rotation is a little slow, so I'm gonna go back, edit behaviors. Rotation speed, let's do that fast. And I think acceleration and deceleration, I want even faster. Let's try that. There you go. Almost instant. Okay, we'll fix the rotation at a later time, but for now, that looks good. But right now, when we go off screen, we sort of disappear. And we want to reappear on the other side. So we're going to go back to our behaviors. So edit behaviors. And then another behavior that we want is called screen wrap. And here it is. I'm going to just leave it as is for now, and I'm hit apply, and now when I go off screen it should appear on the other side. It's a little too fast, so what I'll do is I'll go back, edit behaviors, and then here I'll put number of pixels past the center. Let me try half of the size of our player, which is 32, so I'll do 16. And now it takes a little bit longer, it makes a little more sense. All right, so we've got our player and we've got some movement. Let's do some walls, and then that will be part one. So now I'm going to click on add an object. I'll click on tiled sprite. This is we're gonna stick with the same size, 32. And I'll call this wall. And I'll create this with Piscal. And I'm going to just use a rectangle first. Again, at a later point you can customize this. But for now, I'm going to do a border with the rectangle tool, just black, and then I'll get a bright color that contrasts with my background. I'll fill it in. Save. And I'll hit apply. And now I can make walls. Drag that in, stretch it out. I'm going to go all the way to the side here. You can Command C and Command V to copy and paste. Up here. I'm going to leave a little line at the top for scores. I think we'll figure that out. And then let's do some more walls. You're going to want to make sure that whatever you have on on opposite sides sort of matches so that your player can cross the boundary. And then a little preview. Maybe we should go all the way to the border. Or we could just stretch this out. Oh, yeah, sorry, not going all the way. There you go. Actually, I'll go up. And this part you can customize to your liking. Now, right now, when I preview this, you know, my player is still going through the wall, so we need to fix that part. So here's how we do that. This is our first event. So I'll go over to my events. I'm going to add an event. And then I'm going to add in a event group just so I can label this. This will be called walls. Put that on top. So our condition is actually all the time, so I can leave this add condition blank. And what I want to do is I want to take my player and I want it to separate objects from the wall. And I'll hit OK. And now let's try that. But what you see is kind of at all times, move player away from wall. Only player will move. So now when I play it, oh, fix that. It will stop at the walls. There you go. One last thing, I'm going to go over here to my scenes, or to my project settings. Right here where it says scenes, untitled scene. I do want to name that. So let's rename that to level 1. And we'll stop here for this video. But that's step 1.